Every diver knows the ocean hides plenty of dangers. And today, it's the ocean itself that's coming to get you. It's a powerful phenomenon known as a whirlpool, and you've drifted into its tenacious grip. You struggle and spin helplessly as it drags you down deeper and deeper. Before it's too late, would you know how to free yourself from an underwater vortex? Should you, A, swim hard straight up toward the light and to the surface? B, allow the whirlpool to take you down, then swim out from underneath it? C, swim diagonally across the whirlpool and out of the current? Before you answer, dive into the facts.
Whirlpool is two currents moving in very close proximity with one another. Currents going one way, currents going another way, and they're passing right by each other, and they have influence on each other. Water wants to stay together. It's just what it does. So when they pass, it starts to spiral back on itself in the same way a tornado is formed, but with water. Whirlpools can be totally benign, or they can be like the oceanic whirlpools that are huge and can last for months at a time. You don't want to find yourself swimming in one of those.
Whirlpools can wreak havoc in salt or freshwater.
A good example of a whirlpool, we've all seen one. You fill up your sink, you do your dishes, you take your dishes out, you unplug the sink, and about halfway down there's that, you get that little whirlpool starting. That's a whirlpool. Now put that on a big scale and put it in the ocean. Terrifying. In Japan, there was a very large whirlpool off the coast there, right where the tsunami had come in. All of that water's coming back out off of the land, as it's being drawn back out to sea, and it created this huge whirlpool. Pretty horrific, and it's got boats and debris and cars and trucks and all kinds of things mixed in with it.
And here you are, trapped in your own frightening spin cycle. So what would you do to get out of this whirling nightmare? If you can gather your wits and choose C, to swim across it in a diagonal direction, you might just get out alive.
If you find yourself in a whirlpool, swim as hard as you can across the current. So if the whirlpool is going this way, think of that as a wheel, become a spoke on the wheel, and swim out. There's different gradients of current. They get faster and faster as you get towards the center. So as you move your way out, the currents should be mitigating themselves. So that's where you want to go. Swim as quickly and as hard as you can diagonally. Do a freestyle stroke and kick your feet. Get the whole body moving across the grain of that whirlpool.
Since swimming out of the funnel is so exhausting, why not just let it spit you out at the bottom on its own?
The problem is you don't know when it's going to let you go or where that apex is going to be, and you still need to swim far enough out that you are away from the current when you surface. Don't know how long that's going to be. It's not a risk worth taking.
As for swimming straight up toward the light, you'd probably be so disoriented you wouldn't know which way is up. Still, no matter what, try to stay calm.
I'd say that probably your panic response would be much worse than any kind of dizziness that you would experience. You'd be freaking out. You're in a whirlpool. Like, this is not a daily occurrence. So I would say that panic would be your biggest enemy.
If you're caught in a whirlpool, swim across the current as fast and hard as you can. Don't try to swim straight up, and don't swim down to the bottom. And as always, don't panic. Stay calm and stay alive.
Anybody who hasn't spent a fair amount of time in water doesn't underestimate the power of water. They just don't really know what the power of water is. It's the most powerful thing on the face of the planet.